of the sports world. Good morning, John Kincade. How are you doing?
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
For sometimes the right reasons, sometimes the wrong reasons.
Yeah, so A.J. Brown spoke to the media yesterday, which, again, as we always say, we appreciate when he does speak to the media. So we will play some of that audio for you coming up in a little bit. But it was a crazy day. I mean, it wasn't just A.J. Brown and what he had to address after his comments made on Twitch the other night. It was, of course, also other people needing to address his comments from the other night and actual football talk between Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts, because let's face it, the Eagles' offense against the Green Bay Packers did not look good, and it can't continue that way against some other teams like this Sunday against the Detroit Lions. I've been giving you great analysis all week long, Johnny, when I've been saying you can't beat the Detroit Lions by only scoring 10 points because you're not going to keep them to 7.
That's strong analysis on your part.
It is hard-hitting analysis.
That probably took you at least 2 minutes.
This is why they have me on ESPN, man.
It works out well. Yeah, it works.
Me and Dan Orlovsky are going to be breaking down film together soon. So later on in the show, you're going to try to make me feel better about this game on Sunday, because I have felt down about this game. I'm going to make you feel better. Well, I hope so. I've been down about this game since last week, right? Like, I felt very, very good about the Packers game, but I was also kind of looking ahead a little bit and not feeling so great against the Lions team that is a machine sometimes offensively. We've seen them lose some games, like that game against the Minnesota Vikings at home. That was a bad loss for them. But then they come right back and score 44 points against the Commanders. As you said yesterday, the Commanders' defense is nowhere as good as the Eagles' defense. We just need to find...
Oh, no, it might be the worst in football. They have the most 20-point losses.
Oh, yeah, that's horrible. We need to find a way to make the offense better. Now, there's something that I want to play for you early on, Johnny, because to me, this cannot be the mindset going in on Sunday. I understand that you never want to turn the football over, right? We all agree.
I think it's fair.
Turning the football over is bad.
That's more great analysis on your part. I'm impressed.
But just trying not to turn the football over can sometimes be the message that Jalen Hurts had after the Eagles beat the Rams when they had that incredible second-half comeback, when he said on the sideline to Lisa Salters, we got to stop playing not to lose. And sometimes you can be a little too passive, right? Sometimes you can be a little too careful with the football. And in some games, that will work. Like the Kansas City Chiefs game earlier this year. You knew that was going to be a fist fight from the very beginning to the very end. But the Lions' offense is not an offense that you can just sit back and say, hey, they'll probably only score 13 to 20 points and we'll be fine. No, you're probably going to have to go toe-to-toe with them in a different kind of fist fight, more of an offensive shootout. And so here's Nick Sirianni yesterday during his media availability. Tim McManus asked a very good question, very interesting question about his belief of always wanting to win the turnover battle and whether or not that can continue with the players that you have, right? AJ, Saquon, Dallas Goedert, right? They're not trying to be careful with Nelson Aguilar.
Correct.
Right? They're trying to be careful with some really, really freaking talented players, which is, of course, leads to a lot of the frustration from
arguably
A.J.
the best
Brown.
in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, the talent's incredible. Here's Sirianni in his response to Tim McManus.
Understanding that your approach on offense is limiting the turnovers, which is helping you guys win, is it a sustainable approach from the standpoint of all the star players that you have on offense?
I don't know.
Who are all going to obviously going to want to be featured parts. Can you sustain that over a long period of time?
Well, we've been doing a good job of taking care of it for the last 2 years, and it's been pretty sustainable so far. We just got to continue that. Like I've said to you guys, you want to be able to be explosive too, but our first and foremost is always win that turnover battle. We know that's the key for us on how we take care of the football. And that goes into every element that we have, offensively, defensively, coaching. We sure spend a lot of time on it. So we've had some success here the last 2 years playing this way, and we'll continue to try to get better and work to get better. But we're definitely not gonna sway from the turnover battle.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
When you hear Nick Sirianni say that, how would Kyle Shanahan use these same weapons? How would Sean McVay use these same weapons?
More creatively.
And do you think the Eagles' offense would be doing a hell of a lot better?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
I would-
all.
I would think
when
so.
I hear Nick Sirianni talk like that, I'm getting very frustrated listening to him.
But
talk.
what Nick Sirianni will say back to you is, well, John, we're 7-2.
You do, and there is a. You know what I would compare it to? I would compare it to when I have discussions with the guy who helps me, make investments and things like that. He'll say to me, "Do you have a little side money that you can invest in something here? I got a good expertise in this. This is good." I'll never give the amount of money that I think that and every single time he's right.
Right.
And I go, "Damn, I wish I'd gone double on that."
Right.
Because I, like Nick Sirianni when it comes to money, say, well, let's just be careful. Let's be smart. Let's be careful. I'm just going to go a little.
Well, and it's worked for you. Here you are.
Yeah, but the thing
Look
is
at that fancy sweater that you're
no,
wearing.
it's the
today.
idea is that 2 for 1 at Men's Warehouse. But it's like the whole idea to me is to living that way. I tend to live life with bumper guards up, like at the bowling alley, a lot of times. It's not using your best. It's not using your best. Sometimes you got to cut loose.
So there's some games where you're fine with it, right? Like, oh, we're the better team. Let's just get out of here with a
Yes,
win.
exactly.
I shouldn't use the Giants as
Well,
an
when you
example.
play
'cause
the Giants, it should be that way,
but
right?
It should be that way. But this Sunday, it can't be. This Sunday, you cannot go into the game against the Detroit Lions, in my opinion, with that mindset, right? Like, yeah, of course we want to have explosive plays, but we don't want to turn the football over. I get it. Like, both can be true, though. Like, you can go for explosive plays, and you can come up with more creative ways to get those explosive plays. Explosive plays is not just shots downfield, right? Explosive plays can be a slant route where you have some things disguised. Of course, the pick play, we all know about that one. There are ways to have explosive plays without just shots downfield like the 4th and 6th that you saw on Monday night against the Green Bay Packers.
It doesn't have to be reckless.
No, it doesn't have to be.
Not when you have this talent. By the way, it shouldn't be.
But it can't be overly careful. You can't just go into a game and say, hey, we have so much talent, whatever we do is going to work, because sometimes it's not going to. So I have a question for everybody at 610-632-0975, because we're right about this time last year. What week did they play the Steelers?
It was later than this.
13, I think. Week
It was
13?
later than this. It was around Thanksgiving, if not early December, I thought.
But what was it was December 15th.
Yeah.
But what was the talking point? Hey, can they turn the offense on at some point, right? And
It was the Carolina game that you were at.
Yes, which was
And
horrible.
with your pop, when it was a terrible game, and they should have lost that game.
Before that, they did beat the Baltimore Ravens, and it was very impressive. But again, not a big passing day.
Correct.
The game before that, the Rams, they relied on Saquon Barkley rushing for 200 yards, which, by the way, is not happening anytime soon. I don't see the ground game having the ground game that you saw last year.
And this was the answer to the A.J. Brown. What needs to improve? Passing.
And
That's
then you
all
have
he
the
said.
Steelers game, and then you have Jalen sitting down at the podium
Smugly.
with the big chain, dropping us. So is that what you wanted to see?
He gave the same smug response after that game that Nick Sirianni gave yesterday to Tim McManus.
Sure.
Tim McManus was not asking a gotcha question. Tim McManus wasn't. And it was this Nick Sirianni. Well, we've been winning a lot over 2 years. You know what? It could easily have said in 2023, he kept giving answers like that. Well, we were in the Super Bowl last year. We know what we're doing. We're like, he got arrogant like that too. Arrogance will take you down. And nothing that's being questioned right now should be in any way offensive to this
No,
coaching
nothing's
staff.
unfair. But I wonder, do you guys believe the Eagles' offense can just turn it on?
No.
I have not seen it.
No, do I believe it can be a lot? I believe Sunday night's going to be a lot better. I believe Sunday night
It has to be.
I think the offense is going to. I told you yesterday. I think it's going to have a night on Sunday.
I sure hope
But
so.
I think that the Lions offense will also have a night.
Yeah.
So I don't know how big a night.
And so
but
it can't be the Eagles have one or two good drives or one or two good quarters. It's got to be a complete game. And so far, the belief of Nick Sirianni, we talk about it all the time. They're very careful with the football. I don't think you can go into this game Sunday just being overly careful. Do you believe that they can just flip the switch and say, all right, we have to change our approach a little bit? Do you believe they can do that? 610-632-0975. Now, coming up next, is it just as simple as pointing out the 7-2 record? Someone did that to us yesterday, Johnny. It's Kincade and Salciunas, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey guys, Andrew Salciunas, host of Kincade and Salciunas. Just want to thank you for checking out all of our great videos that we have on our YouTube channel every single day. Make sure, if you can, please like and subscribe and check out all the videos that we have on our YouTube channel, whether it's for us, Kincade and Salciunas, of course, our midday show, as well as Unfiltered with Bill and Ricky.